like grade 2, grade 1, grade 3, that kind of fatty livers. এগুলো আমাদের আগে কাকু কাকিমা এদের দেখতে পাওয়া যেত 21, 30s. That age group is come in your clinic for the USG investigation. How often you found that fatty liver or hepatomegaly? নমস্কার, আপনাদের সকলকে স্বাগতম আমার একটি নতুন পডকাস্টে, যার নাম দিয়েছি স্বাস্থ্যের ডায়েরি, যেটা কথা বলবে আপনাদের স্বাস্থ্য নিয়ে, যেটা শুনবে আপনাদের কথা এবং তার সাথে কিছু ডাক্তারদের কথা অবশ্যই, এবং তার সাথে কথা বলবো আমি আপনাদের সঙ্গে। যদি মনে হয় আপনারা কথা বলবেন, অবশ্যই আপনারাও আসতে পারেন, কিন্তু তার আগে আজকে শুরু করতে চাই এমন একটি মানুষকে দিয়ে হু ক্যান সি ইনসাইড আস, অ্যান্ড বাই দ্যাট সি ইজ উইথ আস ডক্টর পূজা শাহ ম্যাম, the consultant radiologist. I just want to warm welcome to her in our first podcast, and we want to talk about little bit about our lifestyle problems, and also I want to talk about your lifestyle problem also. So hello ma'am, welcome to our new podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and congratulations for this podcast. I wish you a lot of success.
Thank you so much ma'am. Ma'am, I just want to know the directly I am going to the topics. Okay ma'am?
Yes.
So ma'am, I just want to know first of all about the young adults, like the uncle auntie disorders, like fatty liver, like grade 2, grade 1, grade 3, that kind of fatty livers. এগুলো আমাদের আগে কাকু কাকিমা এদের দেখতে পাওয়া যেত, যেটুকু আমরা শুনতাম বাচ্চাবেলায়। বাট রিসেন্ট টাইমসে, ইন দ্য রিসেন্ট টাইমস উই আর ফাউন্ড দ্যাট ইয়াং 20s, even 21, 30s, that age group is come in your clinic for the USG investigation, USG whole abdomen. How often you found that fatty liver or hepatomegaly?
Fatty liver and hepatomegaly has become very common in young people.
Okay.
I get to see patients who are in their 15 and in their 20s, okay, and they are having fatty liver. And not only the person who looks fat or obese from the outside, but I have seen even people who are lean, they have fat deposition in their liver. So it is not restricted to only obese people. Fatty liver has become a very common problem indeed.
Okay, so ma'am, you want to tell ki ami mota ba mota noy, that doesn't affect my fatty liver?
No, there is some entity which is called even when you are lean, the liver is having some disorder,
Okay.
and fat is getting deposited in your liver, and it is just not the fat is deposited in your liver, it is telling that your metabolism is not working properly.
Okay, so that means ma'am want to tell us ki amader je metabolism hocche, that metabolism is not that kind of matching the beat, like metabolism ta ঠিক মতো হতে পারছে না বলে the fat getting deposited, মানে fat বস্তুগুলো আমাদের লিভারে এসে accumulate করছে, that become the fatty liver. Ma'am, what about the grading?
See, when we have grading of fatty liver, and it is depending upon the ecogenicity of the liver. Okay. And we compare the ecogenicity of liver with surrounding structure like the portal veins and the IVC, and depending on that, we tell whether it's grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. It's about the severity.
Okay.
So, and in grade 1, the treatment can be a lifestyle modification.
Okay.
But in grade 2 and grade 3 disease, we need medicines for treatment, because this is a telltale sign that you are undergoing a severe metabolic disease, and your what is it lead to? It will lead to, of course, the poor metabolism, and it is also can lead to atherosclerosis.
Okay.
That is that it will damage the vessels, and it may ultimately lead to ischemia, gangrene, and all these things.
Okay.
But these are in the severe stages. Okay.
Okay ma'am.
Poor fat metabolism in the body will lead to vascular disease. So we have to curtail it in those early stages. And when I am seeing those patients in their early 15, 20s, okay, they are having fatty disease, they are having hepatomegaly. So it is a concern that their diet is not okay. Okay, the body is not responding well to the diet, and the dietary modification and lifestyle modification need to be done.
Okay, so ma'am told about the ecogenicity. That means the white color of the liver in the USG plate. So how much the white color is being, that means that is grading is high. So grade যখন বাড়ছে that means liver white বেশি হচ্ছে, and that white is, I am not wrong, right ma'am?
Yeah, we call
Yeah.
it ecogenicity.
Okay ma'am. So the thing is that কি যত আমাদের হোয়াইট জিনিসটা বাড়ছে তত ম্যাডাম লিভারের ফ্যাট ডিকম্পোজিশনটা বাড়ছে. সো ম্যাম অলসো পয়েন্ট অ্যাবাউট দ্য মেটাবলিক ডিসঅর্ডার. সো ইট ইজ লিঙ্কড উইথ দ্য মেটাবলিজম, what I told before, and it's also linked with the diet also. So diet metabolism is not equalized. So that is about the fatty liver, I can understand ma'am. But what is about the hepatomegaly? The liver is getting enlarged.
Yes, the liver is getting because the fat is getting deposited,
Okay.
and it will hamper the liver function.
Okay.
So it is trying to get bigger so that it can overwork. It just in
Okay.
a simple way I can make you understand the reason of hepatomegaly or splenomegaly. Like any organ is getting bigger in size because it has to overwork.
ওকে, সো ম্যাম ওয়ান্ট টু টেল অর বলতে চাইছেন যে লিভার এবং স্প্লিন বা প্লিহা এই বস্তুগুলোকে, এই অঙ্গগুলোকে আমাদের বেশি করে কাজ করতে হচ্ছে, এবং এই বেশি করে কাজ করতে হওয়ার জন্য এদের সাইজ আগের থেকে বেড়ে যাচ্ছে. সো দ্য থিং ইজ দ্যাট আওয়ার লিভার অ্যান্ড স্প্লিন ওয়ান্ট সাম রেস্ট. সো ফর দ্যাট উই হ্যাভ টু কাট ডাউন সাম ডায়েট, ফ্রম দ্যাট উই ক্যান গিভ সাম রেস্ট, রাইট ম্যাম?
Yeah, dietary modification, lifestyle modification is must for the treatment of fatty disease of liver.
Okay, ma'am, I just want to ask one question. I also found soft sludge in GB, or in the gallbladder there is soft sludge. Or that sludge means, ma'am, what is that?
Sludge means it is a type of liquid or which has components of calcification,
Okay.
and this is in the beginning step of formation of gallbladder calculus. Okay. This is also a type of metabolic disease, but gallbladder diseases are not predictable by just by metabolic disease. Okay, even because I have seen, not very often, but I have seen even children with gallstones, they have got inherent metabolic disease, because everything is not predicted by just by lifestyle modification or the what we are eating. Some things are genetic, something we are inherited, some disorder we are born with. Okay, so that sludge in GB, it's a sort of that secretion of gallbladder filled with microcalculi which we can't see right now.
Okay.
And it is nothing to be worried about, because it has not formed a calculus. Okay, when GB calculus is a problem because it may get obstruct, and then there will be inflammatory changes because the secretions of GB, the juices that gallbladder produce, it can't escape the gallbladder, and when it gets accumulated within the gallbladder, it distends it, and then it leads to the inflammatory changes around it, and that causes the pain of calculus cholecystitis.
So the GB sludge, the soft sludge, so that is also warning sign.
A sort of warning sign, but I have told that before, that gallbladder stone has got multiple reasons. Okay, it has got multiple causes, and metabolic disease or metabolism is just less than 10% that it contributes.
সো আমরা এতক্ষণ ধরে বুঝলাম যে হেপাটোমেগালি অর স্প্লিনোমেগালি ইজ কাইন্ড অফ কাজ করতে বেশি হচ্ছে অঙ্গগুলোকে, তাই এটা আমাদের বার্ডেন হয়ে দাঁড়াচ্ছে. সো ম্যাম, আই ওয়ান্ট টু আস্ক ইউ অ্যাবাউট the grade 1 fatty liver. If someone got in USG, routine USG, and got a grade 1 fatty liver with hepatomegaly, so that patient should consult one doctor.
Yes, they should consult some doctor. Either they should consult their general physician or MD medicine or gastroenterologist. They should consult, especially when there is a hepatomegaly associated with the grade 1 fatty changes.
Ma'am, if they don't, then what will be the consequences?
If they don't, and if the
Lifestyle doesn't change.
If there is no lifestyle modification, and of course the dietary, if they are making wrong dietary choices, eating things that one should not eat, okay, then this will progress.
This will progress.
Yes.
Ma'am, how much the complications, can you enlighten our audience?
See,
But what you saw?
Okay. In long course, in long time, the liver function will be compromised.
Okay.
And if the reasons of fatty liver are mostly people who are consuming oily food, and I have seen in men or the youngster, they are consuming alcohol. Okay, and we all know about alcoholic liver disease.
Okay.
So if the liver disease happens, it will lead to cirrhosis. Okay, and we know what are the consequences of cirrhosis. There will be deposition of water in the body, and the liver won't work. It is like liver fail kar gaya. Okay, that is the last stage. But things starts from
The grade 1.
Yes, not grade 1. It is like liver parenchymal disease.
Okay.
We make in a easy way, we say grade 1 fatty liver, but it is all comes under one umbrella, which is liver parenchymal disease. Okay, so that is one thing. Also, we will have to see, it's just not the hepatomegaly or the fatty liver. It is talking about the overall health of the body is not up to the mark. Okay, so patient must be maybe obese, and then there will be problems associated with obesity, like pain in the joints, poor metabolism, poor sleep. Okay, and then of course I have told about the vascular disease. If the fat is not getting properly metabolized in the body, it will lead to vascular disease. There will be deposition of plaques, atherosclerosis. We call it atherosclerosis. These are all will take a long time from the initial just grade 1 fatty disease. But if the lifestyle modification is not done, then it will ultimately go into that pathway in a time of around 10, 15, 20 years. And also the genetics will contribute. I will always say that all the diseases that we are having, of course we are responsible for our poor diet and all, but also our genetics contribute a lot to the disease that we will gonna have.
ওকে সো ম্যাম আমাদের বলতে চাইছেন যখন গ্রেড 1 ফ্যাটি লিভার বা গ্রেড 2 ফ্যাটি লিভার বা কোনো একটা লিভার ডিসঅর্ডার আপনার বেরিয়েছে ইন ইউএসজি, ইউ শুড কনসাল্ট ওয়ান ডক্টর, ইউ শুড কনসাল্ট ওয়ান জেনারেল ফিজিশিয়ান, এমডি মেডিসিন, অর ইউ ক্যান কনসাল্ট উইথ দ্য গ্যাস্ট্রোন্টারোলজিস্ট অলসো। কিন্তু কনসাল্ট করুন। তার কারণ হচ্ছে যদি আপনারা কনসাল্ট না করেন, এই যে গ্রেড 1 ফ্যাটি লিভার ডিজিজ, এটা আপনার লিভারের রোগ ভাবছেন, বাট এটা লিভারের রোগ না, এটা ফ্যাটের রোগ। ফ্যাটটা ওখানে ডিপোজিট হয়েছে, সেরকম ফ্যাটটা ডিপোজিট হতে পারে ইন আদার টিস্যু, সেটা অন্যান্য রক্তবাহিকার মধ্যেও যেতে পারে, অ্যান্ড ইট ক্যান কজ মেনি ডিজিজেস। যেমন ম্যাডাম বললেন, এটা সিরোসিস অফ লিভার থেকে শুরু করে আরও অনেকগুলো রোগের দিকে নিয়ে যেতে পারে। অ্যালকোহল খাওয়া বা অ্যালকোহল না খাওয়া দুটোর ক্ষেত্রেই কিন্তু ফ্যাটি লিভার ডিজিজ হতে পারে ম্যাডাম যেটা বললেন। সো উই হ্যাভ টু টেক কেয়ার অফ অ্যান্ড উই হ্যাভ টু গো ফর, যদি ফ্যাটি লিভার ডিজিজ আসে তাহলে কনসাল্ট করাটা অবশ্যই উচিত। ম্যাডাম, এটা তো গেল ইয়াং অ্যাডাল্টদের একটা টপিক। আই ওয়ান্ট টু আস্ক অ্যাবাউট like every alternative female USG, we are eventually now habituated with bilateral polycystic ovarian disorder like PCOD. That PCOD is a new normal or it is also a tense thing?
So it's not a new normal.
Okay.
But I am telling you why we are giving polycystic ovarian disease or syndrome or morphology in a patient's report. Patient generally come to us regarding irregular periods, okay, or she is unable to conceive. These are the two most important cause people come to us for USG.
Okay.
Okay, this irregularity of periods, and it is more common in young people who are yet to conceive, because fertility issue will arise one day once they are getting married in their late 25, 30s or whatever. But this when a youngster are coming to me without any problem of infertility, they are coming with irregularity of periods. Okay, so in those cases, if we see the ovarian volume is more than 10 cc, okay, then it's problematic thing. Also the morphology of ovaries, which are multiple tiny follicles which are arranged around a central echogenic stroma. Okay, these are ultrasonographic findings in a polycystic ovarian disease. So, and also it's a spectrum. It's just one part is ovaries, another part is of course the history that she is having of irregularity of periods, and then we ask her for hormonal assay, okay, for the follicular stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone status. So if it is correlated well, and then we come out with it's just a morphology, whether only the ovaries are affected, it is visually looking like that, or even the hormones are compromised. Okay, and then we can come to a diagnosis okay, then the person is having irregularity of periods for that reason, and then the gynecologist then prescribe OCP or they have a different type of medicine. But we are helping them to narrow down the diagnosis and helping them what medicine a gynecologist should prescribe a patient so that her problem gets sorted.
সো জাস্ট ম্যাম ওয়ান্ট টু এনলাইটেন আস, আমাদের বলতে চাইছেন যে পিসিওডি এই যে ডিজিজটা এখন মোটামুটি ইউএসজিতে দেখতে পাওয়া যায়, এটা নিউ নর্মাল নয়, ইট ইজ এ ডিসঅর্ডার, এটা একটা রোগ যেটা বিভিন্ন কারণে হতে পারে। সেটা কি করে ডায়াগনোসিস করা যায় সেটা ম্যাডাম আমাদেরকে বললেন। ইট ইজ অ্যাবাউট তার সাইজ, কতগুলো ফলিকেল আছে অ্যান্ড আদার্স। সো দ্য থিং ইজ দ্যাট আমরা যখন পিসিওডি পাচ্ছি তখন আমাদের গাইনোকোলজিস্টের সাথে কনসাল্ট করে আর কি কি ব্লাড টেস্ট করা যায় সেগুলো আমাদেরকে দেখতে হবে, এবং তারপর আমাদের যেটা মানে দরকার সেই মেডিসিনও খেতে হবে। অ্যান্ড আই জাস্ট ওয়ান্ট টু এনলাইটেন ইউ, এই যে পিসিওডি দ্যাট ইজ এ লিঙ্কড উইথ ইনসুলিন, like insulin resistance. If you have one insulin resistance kind of disorder, insulin resistance মানে আমাদের শরীরে ইনসুলিন তৈরি হচ্ছে। ইনসুলিন একটি হরমোন যেটা আমরা যেটা জানি সেটা হচ্ছে আমাদের গ্লুকোজ মেটাবলিজম বা গ্লুকোজ ব্যালেন্সটাকে ঠিক করার জন্য ইউজ করা হয়। বাট যখন এই ইনসুলিনটা তৈরি হচ্ছে কিন্তু আমাদের বডি এই ইনসুলিনটাকে নিয়ে কাজ করতে পারছে না, তখন আমাদের বডি ইজ কল্ড ইনসুলিন রেজিস্ট্যান্স। সো ফর দ্যাট অলসো পিসিওডি ক্যান অকার, ইফ আই এম নট রং ম্যাম।
Yes. Because these ovarian hormones, they are also linked with the insulin resistance, okay? And this is how it's the cycle, okay? That if the person is obese, okay, see again the body has to work more, okay? So in that case the ovarian hormones will not function properly, and when the hormones will not function properly, the periods will not occur regularly, okay? So it's a cycle, and you will see that any obese people will have certain level of insulin resistance. They will have poor glycemic index maintenance, and they may have diabetes, and of course it will be linked with poor hormonal ovarian hormones, okay? And then she will have irregular periods, she will have alopecia, they will say that complain that my hairs are not that lustrous, my hairs are falling, my skin is rough, okay? And I'm not feeling healthy, okay? My energy, I am feeling low. So these are all the function of our hormones, okay? And every hormone in our body is somehow linked to other hormone, okay? Our body, it functions in a unit, okay? ये नहीं कि बस ओवरी खराब है बाकी सब ठीक हो जाएगा, नहीं. Somehow later in a period of time it will hamper other part of our system, okay? So yes, obese patient will have hormonal problems and hormonal problems with irregular periods, and that's why during treatment of polycystic ovarian disease or syndrome, patients are asked to reduce their weight, okay?
Fatty liver disorder and the PCOD, that too are linked with our metabolism,
Yes.
our obesity,
Yes.
and our lifestyle.
Yes.
So ma'am, for our audience, give some tips about their lifestyle, what they should.
Lifestyle, okay. First of all, lifestyle should come with diet, okay?
Okay.
So, diet, you should avoid excessive oily food, okay? Don't cut down your healthy fats, but you should avoid unhealthy fats, okay? And I have seen why these teenagers are suffering from this disease, because they are having fast food, okay? They are eating most of them I ask what, like in a funny way, what are you eating these days? And they will say, the parents will say they are eating lots of biryani, okay? So when you are eating unhealthy foods, it will show up on your body, okay? So first of all, of course, you have to do dietary modification in cutting out of unhealthy fats. And also the alcohol is the biggest enemy of liver, okay? You will hardly find patient who is having cirrhosis. Okay, yes, cirrhosis can be due to hepatitis caused by viruses, but most you know about the community medicine. So most of our liver disease is just because of the consumption of alcohol, okay? So restriction of this alcohol, restriction of bad fats, and proper sleep, that is important. So this need to be maintained, not only to avoid fatty liver but also to maintain proper hormone in your body. not only the ovarian hormones but also the cortisol level, the stress hormones. Okay, you will take, when you treat your body as a temple, you put right stuff in your mouth, your body will respect you and it'll behave the way it should behave.
ওকে সো ম্যাম ওয়ান্ট টু টেল আস, ম্যাম আমাদের বলার চেষ্টা করলেন যে লাইফস্টাইল বলতে ডায়েট, প্রপার স্লিপ, অ্যাভয়েড সাম ফ্যাটি ফুডস, অ্যাভয়েড অ্যালকোহলস অ্যান্ড হোয়াট ইজ ট্রিগারিং আস, যেটা আমাদের শরীরের পক্ষে ভালো না সেটা আপনারাও ভালো করে জানেন, সেগুলোকে ছাড়তে হবে, সেগুলোকে ত্যাগ করতে হবে এবং ডাক্তার দেখাতে হবে, কারণ হেলথ চেক আপ খুব জরুরি। ম্যাম আই ওয়ান্ট টু আস্ক ওয়ান থিং, ইন এ হেলথ চেক আপ ইউএসজি শুড ডান?
Yes, routine USG at least once in a year is incorporated in routine health checkup plan. Okay.
Okay. So in routine health checkup plan, if you are want to do, যদি আপনারা হেলথ চেক আপ করতে চান রুটিনলি, ইয়ারলি একবার অন্তত ইউএসজি করা উচিত।
Yes.
Ma'am, we just want to cut here about our medical topics. I just want to ask some like basic question of your life. Ma'am, how you maintain your health?
I maintain my health by, of course, eating properly. I have a strict
Ma'am, as a
diet.
radiologist, you have many chambers, many clinics in a day. How you maintain that?
By reminding myself that I can't eat bad food, okay, because it will show up. It will show up on my body. It will show up on my face, okay. And a healthy person, it shows up, okay. You can understand that, oh, this person maintains a lot. It's like investment, okay. You should look at your body as your investment. If you are eating properly and if you are giving yourself proper rest, okay, then the body who should perform approx for 70 to 80 years, okay, it will do that. And if you start neglecting your health, the body will die up in 60 years. So it's like invest on your body and force it to live for 70 to 80 years. Push it. And if you just neglect it, you may just succumb to your diseases in 50, 60 years, okay.
Okay. Ma'am, there are some written on the prescription on the doctors, like USG with Doppler. So, ma'am, what is a Doppler?
USG with Doppler. Doppler is a sort of study where we see the vascularity of organs. It is not required everywhere, but in case of inflammation, okay, it will be the Doppler study will show that there is an increased flow, arterial flow. That is one thing that we see, that we get to understand inflammation. Also, we do Doppler to see whether the vessels are obstructed or not, okay. And if the vessels are have undergone torsion or not. This is a common utility of a Doppler study to see the vascular flow either in the big vessel or even in the small parenchymal vessels.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I want to wrap up that session. Just asking you some rapid fire question. Ma'am, what is your favorite investigation you are doing?
My favorite investigation, rapid fire it is.
Yeah. Like I am giving you options like fetal ultrasonography, MRI, CT scan, or any other thing you want to tell. What is your favorite?
I love to do MRI.
MRI.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, what is that MRI differ from USG?
Of course, we are using different type of rays for the diagnosing. That is the physics part. But there are so many things that MRI can diagnose with USG can't. Like it takes cross-sectional images of the body, okay. And USG is not able to penetrate that deep when we are like putting our probe on the anteabdominal wall. It may not reach up to the posterior abdominal wall, but CT and MRI are cross-sectional studies, okay. So in one slice, it will give you idea about everything, okay. So that's why I actually like all the modalities, because you can't do a MRI of fetus unless it's needed. You can't do CT of every modality. When I say which modality is better, it's not like what is required, okay. For examination of fetus, we require USG. For examination of gallbladder, we require USG. CT can't tell you about a gallbladder stone, okay. And then MRI, yes, we can't reveal about our brain through USG. MRI will be helpful there. Okay. So there are so many pros and cons of all the modalities, and as a radiologist who works with all the modalities, we are using it side by side. Okay. We are correlating USG with MRI, MRI with USG, so that we can provide a better diagnosis that can help the patient.
Ma'am, my second rapid fire question is that, ma'am, what is the biggest myth you heard about radiology investigations? Like I heard about USG can cause cancer. One patient told me that. So what is the biggest myth you heard?
No, this is absurd. The biggest myth that I have heard, that radiologist can tell the gender of a fetus, which we are not allowed to disclose. Okay. So I am telling all the audience, don't ask this stupid question to your radiologist to tell me the sex of the fetus. We won't tell you. Okay.
Okay. And ma'am, lastly, I want to ask you how you enjoy that podcast.
Oh, absolutely. I just loved it. Okay. Thank you, Shubhro. Literally, I loved it so much.
থ্যাংক ইউ। যদি আপনাদের যদি কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে অ্যাবাউট এনিথিং অ্যাবাউট রেডিওলজি, ইউ জাস্ট কমেন্ট, আপনারা কমেন্ট করতে পারেন, আমরা তার উত্তর আপনাদেরকে কমেন্টে দেবো অথবা আপনাদেরকে ইনবক্সে আমরা পাঠাবো। অ্যান্ড যদি আপনাদের কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে অবশ্যই আমাদের যে কোনো সময় রিচ আউট করতে পারেন। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ম্যাম ফর কামিং।
Thank you, Shubhro.
থ্যাংক ইউ এভরিওয়ান ফর ওয়াচিং।